Check out this 7-second natural home trick to put an end to your blood sugar swings. I am a researcher, doctor, and teach biochemistry at a prestigious university and former type 2 diabetic. And I have news that will change your life. If you're struggling with type 2 diabetes and blood sugar fluctuations, prepare yourself. A team of cell experts at the University of Dusseldorf in Germany has developed a free home solution for type 2 diabetes. Today, I'm thrilled to share that we've made a breakthrough discovery. I can now 100% guarantee that by drinking this newly discovered natural blend, you can reverse your type 2 diabetes tonight and permanently reset your blood sugar levels below 100. Surprisingly, the 7-second hack you're about to discover has undergone extensive testing and proven effective on over 33,000 testers. In just a moment, we'll show you how to replicate your results from the comfort of your own home, normalizing your type 2 diabetes. This solution is 100% safe and scientifically proven, challenging everything we know about type 2 diabetes. It proves that type 2 diabetes isn't about carbs, exercise, or genetics. In fact, it's not your fault. Recent research has revealed that type 2 diabetes is caused by a tiny but deadly molecule that is currently clogging up your pancreas. If not removed, he can spread to the liver, heart, and even the brain. This 7-second homemade mix can eliminate the molecule in minutes, cleaning the pancreas, liver, and other internal parts, just like it happened to more than 33,000 Americans. It's unlike anything you've ever seen before, using only ingredients you probably have in your kitchen pantry. This mixture starts working within minutes to combat the real cause of your type 2 diabetes. This miracle natural hack was even featured on TV, hailed as the biggest type 2 diabetes breakthrough since insulin. It gives you the freedom to enjoy life, eat your favorite foods, and throw away the expensive blood tests, glucose monitors, and insulin injections. So, if you're ready to get into remission from type 2 diabetes like more than 33,000 Americans before you, listen carefully. I personally guarantee that what you are about to see will reverse your type 2 diabetes tonight. You will wish you had discovered this years ago. I'm sure the simplicity of this solution will surprise you, which is why we created this short, free presentation. My final request is that after you try this tonight and see the results, please help spread the word by sharing it with others. Despite being seen by over 1 million people, we still face censorship from all sides. YouTube, Facebook, and other social media platforms have banned us from promoting this controversial method online. This means that this information is only available on this website for as long as we can maintain it. As a former diabetic, I ask that you take my words seriously. The next 3 minutes can change your life, or the life of someone you love, forever. Now, let me introduce myself properly, and you'll understand why this is important soon. Hi, my name is Roy Taylor. I'm married to my high school sweetheart, Mary, and we have 2 wonderful children, Jason and Abigail. We may not be a family that loves sports or follows a strict healthy eating regimen, but we cherish our time together. But then, out of nowhere, my nightmare with type 2 diabetes began. In the summer of 2019, I couldn't shake an insatiable thirst and found myself going to the bathroom more than ever before. I was worried and thought it might be a prostate problem, so I went to see a urologist. After several tests, the doctor gave my prostate a clean bill of health. I was in great shape otherwise, but it left me wondering what was really happening with my body. It didn't take long for me to find out. Just 3 weeks later, after celebrating my wife's birthday with a glass of wine and cake, I find myself in the emergency room with a glucose reading of 479. The next thing I remember is that the doctor looked at me saying I had type 2 diabetes and I was close to slipping into a coma. Type 2 diabetes? What? I could barely get the words out. The doctor explained it all to me. I needed to completely overhaul my diet, start exercising more, lose a few pounds, and juggle 3 different types of medications. Additionally, I had to check my glucose levels multiple times a day and meticulously document everything to see if my medications needed adjustments. For how long, I asked. For the rest of your life, Mr. Taylor. There's no cure for type 2 diabetes. We'll keep adjusting your medication as the problem progresses, and that's it. Truth be told, I was furious. The doctor had already said the issue would only get worse, so why did I need so many medications? And I couldn't understand how I ended up here because I thought I was following a healthy diet. So I sought a second opinion. But when the second doctor told me the exact same thing, I was devastated, sad, disappointed, and frustrated. Sad because my illness was confirmed, upset with myself for letting this happen, and frustrated because the treatment wasn't even a cure, just as the doctor had said. But I rolled up my sleeves and followed the doctor's advice as best I could, and for a while, things seemed fine. However, I sometimes experienced low energy levels, dizziness, and brain fog, all common issues for people with type 2 diabetes. That was until the summer of 2021, when I decided to take my son Jason hiking. We planned a 3-day trip, packed up everything we needed, and headed out for some father-son time. We arrived at the base of the mountain early in the morning and set out to reach the halfway point by sunset to set up a camp. However, about 4 hours into the climb, I made a critical mistake. Instead of stopping to study the map and figure out our route, I kept walking until we reached a steep, treacherous path. The next thing I knew, I was thrown to the ground, feeling a sharp blow to my left leg. At the time, I didn't take it very seriously. I got up, splashed some water on the cut to clean it, and pressed on. We arrived at our camp, set up our tents, filled our bellies with a good meal, and ended the night under the stars. But the next morning, I felt a sharp pain when I tried to step, and I felt feverish. I checked my wound and saw clear signs of infection. I later discovered that this can easily happen to people with type 2 diabetes due to the excess sugar in our blood. I knew I couldn't descend the same route due to the steep terrain. There was a ranger cabin a few miles away, so I decided to head there for help. We packed everything and set off for the cabin. Along the way, the pain became more intense, and I was drenched in sweat from the fever. I pushed as hard as I could, but I could feel my strength draining from my legs. The only thing that kept me going was the fear that if I fainted, my son would be trapped in the wilderness. I faced a dire choice: abandon myself to get help, risking fatal bear encounters, or force my 13-year-old son to drag my unconscious body to the ranger's cabin, an impossible task. So I gritted my teeth and pushed through the pain and fever. It took us about 2.5 hours to reach the cabin, and as soon as we arrived, I collapsed on the front porch. They had to airlift me to the nearest hospital for proper wound treatment. After the procedure, Dr. Stevens came to brief me on my condition. "Mr. Taylor, we did our best to clean the wound, and we're waiting to see how your body responds, but I have to be honest with you, it looks like we're going to need to perform surgery. That wound is very deep." "What? Surgery? From a cut?" I asked, incredulous. "Yes, Mr. Taylor. You see, the bacteria in your wound thrive on sugar, just like a child loves candy. That's the problem with type 2 diabetes. It rolls out the welcome mat for infections. We'll start you on medication for the infection, and you'll need to restrict your diet even more. If you can't keep your blood sugar under control, the infection will continue to grow and could lead to more serious complications." I was left speechless. I felt like I was losing control of reality. Then the doctor continued, "You will return in a month to check the progress, and then we will decide whether to proceed with the surgery." On the way home, I didn't say a single word because I was still in a state of shock, terrified at the thought of losing my leg. It was absolutely terrifying. Over the next few days, I fell into a deep, dark hole of depression. The 4 medications for the infection, along with the insulin injections, made me feel like a zombie. I felt constantly dizzy, had frequent diarrhea, and started sweating profusely out of nowhere. This was followed up by nights where I woke up screaming from nightmares. I had nightmares of the doctor giving me grave diagnoses. Once I woke up in a cold sweat, dreaming that I had severe heart problems. I was also terrified that type 2 diabetes was causing mental illness. I read on the internet that some doctors refer to memory issues as type 3 diabetes. After grappling with these terrible thoughts and feelings, I realized something was profoundly wrong. It was clear that I couldn't continue living this way. So I fell to my knees, started crying, and I prayed. I asked God for forgiveness for not paying attention to the early signs of type 2 diabetes. I begged God to help me find a way out of this nightmare. After surrendering and putting my trust in a higher power, I finally felt relief and realized I had only 2 options. First, I could continue taking the medications my doctors prescribed, enduring the nasty side effects forever and placing my life in the hands of a broken system that seemed eager to cut off my leg. Or I could choose the second option, to fight for my life, to seek out the true cause of the problem and eliminate it from my body forever. Something inside me knew that option 2 was the only way. From that day forward, my new mission in life was to beat this issue. Suddenly, I felt a renewed ambition and a burning determination within me. During the following week, I dedicated all my time to researching type 2 diabetes, searching for anything that could help me. I subscribed to medical websites, contacted universities for details on their studies, and read endless clinical trial reports, but found nothing new. The conclusions were always the same. Take your medicine and live like a diabetic. That was the crux of the problem. I didn't want to live like any other diabetic. Then I stumbled upon some groundbreaking revelations. Big Pharma spends a staggering $2.3 billion a year to push its medications. And the New York Times revealed that doctors are now writing 50% more prescriptions than before, each costing us $60 more than it should. This made my stomach turn, but there was a silver lining. I also discovered something that truly made a difference for me. There were comments on a forum, incredible stories of men and women who had reversed type 2 diabetes without medication, thanks to a microbiologist named Dr. Helga, who had moved from Germany to the US. Elizabeth Johnson, a 69-year-old woman, shared that with Dr. Helga's help, she went from an advanced state of type 2 diabetes requiring 3 insulin injections a day to completely eliminating type 2 diabetes from her life. I found many stories, including one about a man my age who reversed his type 2 diabetes in just 2 weeks. Reading these stories ignited a spark of hope within me. I thought maybe I could beat this issue too. I was excited and started posting on forums, sharing my story and asking if anyone knew Dr. Helga. I was determined to track her down. 4 days later, to my great surprise, a woman called me and said,
"Hello, I'm Dr. Helga. I think I can help you."
My heart must have skipped a beat. She gave me an address nearby and asked me to meet the next day. I didn't ask any questions, I simply had to meet her. When I arrived, I found a small but charming house with a woman gathering plants in the backyard. I called out, "Dr. Helga?" She turned, waved at me, and invited me to sit at the table on the terrace. We introduced ourselves, and I began telling her about my type 2 diabetes, the problems with my leg, and how I had tried everything to get better, but only felt worse. "You're my last hope, Dr. Helga," I told her. She began telling me her story. Dr. Helga specializes in cellular morphology, which means she studies the structure, shape, and function of cells. She is incredibly passionate about her work. During one of her studies, surveying 260 patients with various stages of type 2 diabetes using the most advanced Carl Zeiss microscopes, she discovered something bizarre. She observed a cluster of cells around the pancreas that had stopped dividing but hadn't died. These strange cells are called zombie cells, and the process is known as senescence. The zombie cells remained, disrupting the nearby healthy tissue. In our case, they inhibit the regeneration of pancreatic beta cells, the cells that produce insulin, rendering the pancreas unable to pump enough insulin. For years, doctors were baffled, unable to understand why they couldn't beat type 2 diabetes. Now we know that these sticky cell debris are the culprit, blocking insulin production. But that's not all. When zombie cells rupture, they can migrate to different parts of our body, causing serious health problems such as blindness, memory issues, arterial stiffening, osteoarthritis, and more. So it's no wonder that once you're diagnosed with type 2 diabetes, your chance of developing memory issues increase by 65%. You're 78% more likely to develop vision problems or go blind, and twice as likely to suffer from heart problems. So, what causes these zombie cells?
It's all about nutrient imbalance,
explained Dr. Helga.
These cells lack certain essential nutrients, which stresses them and makes it impossible for them to divide normally. Instead of dying as they should, they become toxic, causing inflammation around vital organs like the pancreas, kidneys, liver, and heart, essentially suffocating them.
So wait, how did you help all those people talking about you on the forum? I asked.
If we give the right signal to our immune system, it can destroy the zombie cells.
She continued.
You see, our body has a group of superhero cells called natural killer cells, or NK cells for short. These warriors specialize in removing dead cells from our body, but zombie cells aren't dead yet. They're just camouflaged, so our specialized cells can't eliminate them. But with the help of some colleagues at the university, we developed a protocol to activate a dormant part of the immune system that seeks out and destroys zombie cells. We did this using natural ingredients proven to boost the immune system and improve blood sugar levels. Once we were completely confident in the method, we tested it on those 260 people with type 2 diabetes, where we had previously observed zombie cells. The results were mind-blowing. It was as if we turned on the lights and the zombie cells vanished. Each person was freed from type 2 diabetes.
And what happened next? I asked, confused.
Well, when I went to the laboratory, excited about having cracked the code on what causes type 2 diabetes, and with an innovative solution in hand, they called me for a meeting. They withdrew my funding, confiscated my research, and forbade me from discussing the discovery or using the formula we developed. The next day, I was fired. I later discovered that our research funding actually came from pharmaceutical companies. When news of my discovery reached them, they used their money and influence to erase all knowledge of this life-saving breakthrough. They blacklisted me from working at any research institute. This plunged me into a deep depression. I moved to the United States, determined to help people however I could. To make ends meet, I got a job as a nurse at a nearby hospital.
I'm sorry for the injustice you faced, I said. But I'm ready to try your treatment. I need this remedy, I blurted out.
It's all in this tincture,
she said, taking a bottle from her pocket.
Take it. Place 2 droppers full under your tongue, or mix it into your favorite morning drink. Make this your new morning ritual. When you're done, come back and find me, okay?
I was shocked by everything Dr. Helga said. It seemed crazy that a natural tincture could improve type 2 diabetes. But I took the bottle and I thanked her. I couldn't wait to get home and research those zombie cells, I thought. As a scientist, I needed clear evidence. And guess what? Later that night, I found thousands of studies from major universities around the world. Harvard scientists confirmed that zombie cells are the real culprit behind insulin resistance. The University of Cambridge called these cells the greatest enemy of people with type 2 diabetes. The University of Oxford identified them as the hidden reason why type 2 diabetes just won't go away. As soon as I read this, I realized that Dr. Helga's solution was completely scientifically sound. So I put a dropper of the tincture under my tongue. Nothing could have prepared me for what happened next. The next morning, I felt different. My blood sugar was the same, but my tiredness disappeared and I actually had some energy. So I followed Dr. Helga's advice and made it my morning ritual. After a week, something remarkable happened. I saw my morning blood sugar drop from the usual 200 to 140. I'd never seen such low numbers in the morning. Not only that, but my vision became crystal clear and I was filled with more energy than I'd felt in years. The pounds started falling off quickly, and that stubborn leg wound began healing before my eyes. My doctor was shocked during my checkup and called me a walking miracle. It was then that I felt guilty for doubting Dr. Helga. So I ran to her house. Jumping with excitement, I asked, "What's in this tincture? My numbers are the best they've ever been, and I feel like $1,000,000. I ate 3 slices of pizza last night, and my blood sugar only went up to 130. Dr. Helga just smiled knowingly.
I expected that,
she said, leaning in as if sharing a secret.
It's this special blend of herbs and natural ingredients that supercharges your body's natural killer cells. This gives them the power to dissolve the zombie cells that clog the pancreas.
Please, Dr. Helga, we have to tell everyone about this. This is not just a breakthrough, it saved my life. My doctor called me a walking miracle. At first, she was very reluctant, and I couldn't blame her after everything that had happened to her in Europe. But what did she have to lose? I'm not sure what convinced her, whether it was my persistence, her desire to help people, or a combination of both, but in the end, she agreed. We started spreading the word using my story and others from her trials in Germany, like Anna Weber's story. Anna was diagnosed with type 2 diabetes at age 40 with a blood sugar level of 385. It took 7 months of taking Dr. Helga's natural solution daily to bring her numbers down to 115 while losing 50 pounds. And then there's David Jones, who reversed his type 2 diabetes in weeks and still has it under control. There were many other cases with the same surprising results. Now, before we even considered making this tincture available, we established some ground rules for treatment. First, it had to work for everyone with type 2 diabetes, from those who have had this terrible issue for years to those newly diagnosed and pre-diabetic. Second, it had to deliver results in less than 180 days because people don't have time to wait for results. Third, it had to be supported by multiple independent studies. We followed these fundamental rules to prove, even to the most skeptical people with type 2 diabetes, that our treatment truly works and is fully supported by science. The awareness campaign quickly went viral, and everyone wanted to know about our solution. So, here's a quick explanation of everything that went into the formula. But pay close attention because this is top secret information that the pharmaceutical cartel has done everything it can to hide from you. Remember, this only works when you mix the purest ingredients in the right quantities to get the full effects against type 2 diabetes and its complications. Without proper preparation, the entire protocol is essentially useless. You know how some vitamins seem to do nothing at all? There's a reason for that. A study published in JAMA, a leading medical journal, found that 89% of store-bought supplements had misleading labels, containing nowhere near the amounts of active ingredients they claimed. Instead, they were full of useless fillers, and 40% didn't even have any active ingredients at all. Makes you wonder what they're really putting into these pills, doesn't it? That's why we faced significant challenges in sourcing the ingredients. We needed the highest quality, pure extracts, especially Eleuthero, a small woody shrub used in Chinese medicine for over 2,000 years. Its superpower is boosting the immune system, particularly natural killer NK cells, with the energy needed to initiate the first stage of reducing type 2 diabetes. This stage allows NK cells to detect and destroy zombie cells. This stage hits the reset button on insulin production. Eleuthero equips NK cells with the ability to detect and eliminate zombie cells once and for all, significantly reducing both fasting and post-meal blood sugar levels. Next, astragalus turns your NK cells into super soldiers. It's like an energy drink for your immune system. It also helps the body optimize blood sugar levels throughout the day, regardless of whether you've eaten. Next, coleus increases the number of NK cells, ensuring we have enough warriors to eradicate zombie cells while also helping healthy cells grow stronger and younger. A 2014 study published in the International Journal of Medical Science showed that participants who took coleus for 8 weeks had drastically reduced fasting glucose levels. But that's not all. Coleus has also been proven to protect against kidney issues, which affects 40% of people with type 2 diabetes in the US alone. Additionally, this is where the real magic happens. Blood sugar begins to drop to healthy levels. You will start to feel energetic, clear-headed, and more confident. This is where maca comes in, the secret ingredient that makes your insulin work smarter, not harder. Maca increases insulin distribution in the body and makes cells more sensitive to it. A 2007 study showed that maca can help regulate sugar levels in your system. You could eat a meal full of sugar and still see significant improvements in your glucose tolerance and blood sugar levels dropping to normal. But it gets even better. Participants also saw their LDL cholesterol, total cholesterol, and triglycerides plummet, resulting in dramatically improved heart health. And we didn't stop there. Our blend includes another secret weapon, African mango. This ingredient boosts insulin production to a whole new level, lowering plasma glucose levels within 2 hours and ensuring your heart beats like a finely tuned Swiss watch. The next special ingredient, guarana. This exotic plant has been shown to reduce bad cholesterol levels by 27%, improve blood flow, and prevent blood clots. Vital benefits since 65% of people with type 2 diabetes die from some sort of heart issues. Plus, guarana kickstarts your fat-burning furnace, allowing you to burn more calories even when you're lounging comfortably on the couch after a delicious meal. Stage 3. The moment you can finally say, I'm no longer diabetic. At this stage, all your test results will return to the healthy range. Your need for pills and fatigue will become a thing of the past, and your body will be free of those nasty zombie cells, all thanks to this complex mixture containing more than just the ingredients I've mentioned. We're talking about rare plants that are difficult to acquire, and that some doctors have never even heard of. That's why it took us another 2 months to develop a prototype we could test. And to be honest, it was really hard. But in the end, it was all worth it. I finally had the proven formula in my hands that improved my type 2 diabetes, and I was ready to share it with people all over the world. Thanks to the awareness campaign, we found 160 volunteers, men and women aged 20 to 82 from different social classes. Some were pre-diabetic, some were newly diagnosed, and some had suffered for 40 years with the problem. We needed to ensure that the solution worked for everyone. We also carried out special and individualized protocols for each patient according to their age, weight, gender, and average blood sugar levels. Everyone agreed to try our treatment for 180 days because we personally delivered it to their homes. Each volunteer received a form to report their progress weekly according to their specific dosage. I was prepared to wait a few weeks for the initial reports to arrive, but what happened next was incredible. About a week later, my phone started blowing up with calls from everyone in the office. They were all excited, telling me their blood sugar numbers looked much better and they were losing weight too. They couldn't believe it. So I encouraged them to continue tracking their progress. When I reviewed their reports, the results were mind-blowing. 158 out of 160 completely eliminated the nasty zombie gunk, cleansed their pancreas, and turned their liver into a fat-burning engine. Their internal organs were now clean and in perfect working order. Most importantly, the type 2 diabetes left their bodies in just 2 weeks. This method melted an average of 27 pounds of excess body fat in 6 weeks. Every person, without exception, experienced a huge boost in health, lowering blood pressure, improving cardiovascular health, and even enhancing brain function. It was like a full-body refresh. Now, you might ask, what happened to the 2 people who didn't completely control their type 2 diabetes? Their fasting blood sugar levels dropped to about 125, meaning their type 2 diabetes was now under control and considered low risk. This increased their life expectancy by another 10 years. Therefore, the experiment was a real success for everyone. We were so excited that we couldn't wait to share this treatment with the world. This was the birth of Free Sugar Pro, the only method that frees your body from zombie cells, powerfully controls blood sugar, reduces type 2 diabetes, and decreases inflammation around the pancreas, liver, and heart. This is the formula that helped my type 2 diabetes and has helped more than 33,000 people break free from high blood sugar problems. An exclusive and personalized formula for you, extremely effective and ready to use right now to see results in just a few weeks. People from all over the world have confirmed this incredible achievement, like Ruth P., 58, from New York.
I was diagnosed with type 2 diabetes 7 years ago. At first, my doctor put me on metformin, and every 6 months he increased my dosage because my type 2 diabetes was getting worse. After a while, I started feeling pain in my kidneys, suffering from poor sleep, and experiencing dizziness as side effects from the meds. My dream of a happy retirement was fading away. After I used Free Sugar Pro, I started to believe again. At first, I was skeptical that something so simple would work. But after trying this method for a month, I got my blood sugar down. After another 2 months, my blood sugar dropped to 105 and stayed there for over 10 weeks, even though I ate as many carbs and sweets as I wanted. I can finally fit into those jeans that used to be too tight, and I couldn't be happier living the life I've always dreamed of.
Jason, 61, from California.
My type 2 diabetes started many years ago, and I've tried everything under the sun: diets, exercise plans, teas, meditation, acupuncture, and smoothies. I even gave up drinking alcohol trying to manage my spikes, which was honestly frustrating because I loved attending happy hours with my friends. These efforts helped for a while, but my high blood sugar always came back. I was convinced that my type 2 diabetes would never go away. When I tried Free Sugar Pro, it was like everything suddenly fell into place, and in the blink of an eye, I controlled my type 2 diabetes. Now I'm enjoying a new life with the people I love, eating and drinking everything without any worries. People should know that this really works. I'm telling this to everyone. Thanks.
David Thompson, 58, from Texas.
When I was diagnosed with type 2 diabetes 5 years ago, my life took a drastic turn. I was told that without serious intervention, I could face severe complications like nerve damage, heart issues, and even amputations. With each doctor's visit, my blood sugar levels kept rising, and the constant fear of losing my independence consumed my thoughts. I tried everything imaginable: strict diets, rigorous exercise plans, herbal teas, meditation, and even acupuncture. I gave up drinking alcohol, sacrificing my social life in hopes of managing my blood sugar spikes. Although these efforts helped temporarily, the high blood sugar always came back. It felt like a never-ending battle, and I was convinced that I would never truly overcome my type 2 diabetes. When I first heard about Free Sugar Pro, I was skeptical. Could something so simple really make a difference where everything else had failed? But I decided to give it a try. To my surprise, within a month, I noticed a significant drop in my blood sugar levels. After another 2 months, my blood sugar stabilized at 105, and it has stayed there for over 10 weeks. The best part? I was able to eat all the carbs and sweets I loved without any worry. Now I'm living a life I once thought was out of reach. Free Sugar Pro works, and it has given me the life I've always dreamed of.
Susan Martinez, 52, from Florida.
I was diagnosed with type 2 diabetes 6 years ago, and managing it felt like an endless uphill battle. Despite trying numerous medications, my blood sugar levels kept rising, and I faced the constant threat of severe health issues. My doctor kept increasing my dosages, and I began experiencing awful side effects like constant fatigue and kidney pain. Desperate for a solution, I stumbled upon Free Sugar Pro. Honestly, I was doubtful that something so straightforward could make a difference, but I was willing to try anything. To my amazement, within just a month, my blood sugar levels started to drop. 3 months in, my levels were consistently around 100, and I felt more energetic and healthier than I had in years. For the first time in ages, I can enjoy my meals without the anxiety of blood sugar spikes. Free Sugar Pro has transformed my life, bringing back the joy and freedom I thought I had lost forever. This simple yet powerful solution truly works.
So how can I get this amazing supplement? The truth is, it is extremely difficult to get all the right ingredients to make this powerful formula for reducing type 2 diabetes. As Dr. Helga said, 97% of natural ingredients on the market are fake or full of pesticides. Furthermore, people who have tried our product and regained their health continue to ask us for more bottles for themselves, their family, and their friends. They want to resupply in case we can't provide more, and to ensure that they have the power to combat type 2 diabetes for the rest of their lives. Today, many people without type 2 diabetes take the supplement to rejuvenate their entire body and improve the function of their pancreas, liver, and heart. This reduces the toxic zombie cells surrounding their organs and quickly depletes our supply. Furthermore, Free Sugar Pro is carefully produced in small batches to ensure each vial contains the ideal dose for each patient. This process is essential to ensure the product's quality is 100% effective. And don't forget, the big pharmaceutical companies are already hunting us like crazy for ruining their profits by helping innocent people who are desperate for answers. But since you've educated yourself with this video today, in the next few minutes you'll find out how to get a brand new bottle. First, let me explain how you should take Free Sugar Pro. Take 2 droppers full of Free Sugar Pro daily for at least 30 days. Simply squeeze them under your tongue or mix them with your favorite drink. There is no doubt that blood sugar will begin to stabilize in as little as 3 weeks, and markers will improve in less than a month. But it is essential that you continue to eliminate all zombie cells around your organs. This way, you will significantly decrease the risk of pancreatic insufficiency, heart and liver problems, and you will feel your entire body become supercharged and renewed. Based on your current condition, it may take at least 75 days to treat the deterioration caused by zombie cells after so many years of neglect, which means 3 bottles of Free Sugar Pro. This is the most popular choice among people who contact us. If you want to win the fight against heart complications and liver issues, eliminate type 2 diabetes, and burn fat like a rocket, a 6-month supply of Free Sugar Pro is all you need. Now, no one can estimate exactly how many toxic zombie cells you have right now because it depends on many factors such as your medical history, the duration of your type 2 diabetes, your general health, lifestyle choices, and more. As a general rule, after seeing positive results from over 33,000 people with advanced type 2 diabetes, we recommend taking 6 bottles or more over 180 days to be completely safe. This should be enough to decrease toxic cells in vital organs, reducing type 2 diabetes, heart and liver problems, and helping you achieve a faster metabolism and fat-burning state. Now, it is obvious why the Free Sugar Pro is the only efficient option to successfully treat type 2 diabetes. Nothing else has proven to work. You could go to a doctor who will put you through endless treatments, as happened to me, You could try all the medications and treatments, suffer the negative side effects, and still come to the same conclusion: nothing works. Your condition will continue to worsen, making you feel sicker, more depressed, exhausted, hungry, and anxious. I also guarantee that so-called alternative methods like meditation, acupuncture, or various shakes, which are often fake herbal extracts, such as we saw in that JAMA study, are not strong enough to treat type 2 diabetes. All of these are a waste of time, energy, and money, and you know it. They won't cure you, not even in a million years. Unlike Free Sugar Pro, which can produce results in as little as 3 weeks, keeping you protected against future heart, liver, and kidney disorders. This is all because Free Sugar Pro takes into account your age, weight, gender, and other essential factors for your treatment. We agree that each person needs a specific amount of nutrients to decrease zombie cells. You can understand why Dr. Helga and I initially considered setting the price for Free Sugar Pro at $380 per bottle. All ingredients are natural, and most of them are quite rare and difficult to obtain. Furthermore, we prepare each bottle with the precise measurements of each compound according to your needs. This special formula is designed to combat the root cause of type 2 diabetes, a potentially fatal issue that can leave you exhausted or worse. Then, consider the costs of seeing a specialist, including the tests they will make you pay for and the medications they'll prescribe for you for the rest of your life. Wow! Considering all that, $380 per bottle should seem like an incredible deal. But as I mentioned, Free Sugar Pro doesn't aim to make a profit. All we want is to help you and people like you have a dignified life. That's what my story and mission have been about from the very beginning. I wish this miracle product had existed before I almost traumatized my family, but you can't change the past. What matters now is that after receiving emails from people who couldn't afford Free Sugar Pro, I knew I had to find a way to make it accessible for everyone. That's why there's no chance I'd consider charging anything close to $400 for this. Because you are watching this presentation, if you take action today through this site and make the life-changing decision to invest in this extraordinary anti-type 2 diabetes weapon, my team and I have agreed to offer you a 6-month supply of the only effective treatment for type 2 diabetes. This offer is available today only while supplies last. Unfortunately, our raw materials are scarce, and we can only manufacture approximately 137 bottles at this time. When we run out of bottles, the Buy Now buttons will no longer be active until we import another batch of raw materials, which takes about 5 to 6 months. We recommend the 6-bottle pack. In addition to the incredible discount, you avoid having your treatment interrupted and guarantee priority on your next order. Consider this the smallest but most powerful investment you can make in yourself. Yes, a bottle of Free Sugar Pro can stabilize blood sugar and address problems such as restless sleep, lack of energy, and food cravings. 3 bottles may be sufficient to quickly improve your overall health, enhance blood flow, and help rejuvenate brain cells, keeping memory issues at bay. But 6 bottles of Free Sugar Pro will make your body immune not only to the type 2 diabetes, but also to cravings, poor blood flow, and excess weight. It will also address all the problems caused by the zombie cells that accumulate around your organs, such as the pancreas, liver, and heart. This way, you will reduce all types of bodily inflammation, some of which you may not be even aware of. Click the button below. Enter your information so we can calculate the exact amount of each compound for your formula, and then choose the number of bottles you want. After selecting the desired quantity, you will proceed to our secure checkout page. There are just 3 steps to complete your purchase. The first step is to enter your name, email, and phone details to receive all the tracking information for your order. The second step is to enter the address where you want the product delivered. The third step is to enter your payment information. You can pay by credit card or via PayPal. In less than 7 days, you will receive Free Sugar Pro directly at your door. Your information is 100% safe and protected. We use the same processing as Amazon and Walmart. So, click the button now. It's the only way to guarantee your personalized bottles while we have the raw materials in stock. You have absolutely nothing to risk because you are covered by our 100% healthy or money-back guarantee for 60 days. Start taking this innovative formula today and see for yourself how your blood sugar levels return to normal in just a few days. Feel your tiredness and cravings decrease gradually as you finally feel healthy again and enjoy your favorite foods whenever you want. just like 33,000 other satisfied customers have discovered. If you're not satisfied for any reason, which rarely happens, just email me and I'll buy it back from you. No questions asked. As I said, this is a 100% risk-free investment. Click one of the buttons below to begin your journey to get rid of type 2 diabetes. But please, you need to act now. We are offering Free Sugar Pro at an incredible discount to get this amazing product into more people's hands. You will have access to Free Sugar Pro, which will arrive at your door in a matter of days. As if all this wasn't enough, I still want to give you a surprise gift. Take a look. We all love surprises. And I have something incredible that will help you free yourself from type 2 diabetes while still enjoying your favorite junk foods. By purchasing packages of 3 or 6 bottles, you will receive this surprise gift completely free with your order. It's not a book. It's not a course. It's nothing like that. Nothing like what you're thinking or even imagining. In fact, I believe you'll be shocked as soon as you confirm your order and this surprise gift arrives at your home. Our clients consider this surprise gift as valuable as the treatment itself. And honestly, I agree with it. Just to give you an idea, this surprise gift is something sold individually to select people for approximately $994. But today, you'll be getting this surprise gift completely free. This gift was truly transformative for my life, and I'm sure it will help you too. So accept it genuinely. Don't miss this chance. Listen, when you think about it, you really only have 2 choices ahead of you right now, just like I did not long ago. Option 1, stop watching this presentation and exit this page. Do nothing. Stay on the path you're on now with those horrible cravings, the lethal blood sugar spikes, the burning inflammation from restrictive diets, tiredness, restless sleep, risk of feeling tired all the time, blindness, or even more serious illnesses. Feel frustrated as nothing works, spending hundreds, maybe thousands of dollars on useless therapies, fighting type 2 diabetes for years or even decades, losing your vision, your leg, or worse. It won't be pleasant. Or option 2. Get the Free Sugar Pro right now without risking anything, and you will be surprised at how well it works. Then click the button below. Enter your information so we can calculate the exact amount of each compound that will be inserted into your formula, and then choose the desired number of bottles you want. Enter your payment details and order now. It was a pleasure to share my story and this incredible discovery with you today. I think you're ready to start now. Click below and start to improve your type 2 diabetes today. Still here? Excellent. If you have more questions, I'll do my best to answer them here. Question. My sugar levels plummeted to a healthy 87 in just 5 days using Free Sugar Pro. Even if I'm not dieting, is this normal? Absolutely normal. While results can vary, with some taking up to 4 weeks, certain individuals experience rapid benefits as their bodies quickly adapt to the powerful compounds in Free Sugar Pro. This is the beauty of a personalized formula we designed just for you. We've found that specific compounds, when precisely utilized, activate your immune system to target and eliminate senescent cells. This rejuvenates not only your pancreas, but also enhances the health of your cardiovascular system, kidneys, brain, and other vital organs. This is the only scientifically proven method that empowers you to bid farewell to type 2 diabetes and its life-threatening complications. Question. Why do I need to share my biological details? How exactly is Free Sugar Pro made? Free Sugar Pro is meticulously crafted to match your body's specific requirements. This personalization is why no other product has provided long-term improvements for your type 2 diabetes without forcing you to give up your favorite foods. Free Sugar Pro is proudly produced in the USA in a facility that adheres strictly to the highest standards of good manufacturing practices. It is meticulously manufactured in an FDA-registered facility that meets rigorous standards. Our formula is independently tested by a third-party testing laboratory to ensure the ingredients match what's on the label and contain the precise amounts needed to help your body combat the toxic blanket. We strictly oppose using fillers, preservatives, and artificial ingredients, ensuring each bottle contains only pure, potent components. This commitment ensures Free Sugar Pro is exceptionally pure, yet incredibly effective, making it a breakthrough solution for ending type 2 diabetes and maintaining healthy blood sugar levels. Question. Besides my glucose remaining stable around 87, my weight also fell from 219 pounds to 173 pounds while using Free Sugar Pro. Is this typical? Absolutely normal. Free Sugar Pro not only lowers glucose, but also contains compounds that support weight loss. Since nearly 90% of people with type 2 diabetes are overweight or obese, we included this benefit as a special bonus just for you. Question: do I truly have a 60-day guarantee? How does it work? Yes, you have a 60-day guarantee. When you click one of the options below and get your Free Sugar Pro today, you're automatically covered by our 100% money-back guarantee for 60 days. That means that if you decide Free Sugar Pro isn't for you within the next 60 days, simply click the Request Refund button and we'll return your entire investment within 48 hours. Simple, right? Do you know why I made it this easy? First, because I hate having to chase down refunds when I buy something online. So I made it hassle-free for you, right? But if you prefer to speak with our friendly staff, rest assured you'll be assisted by someone who genuinely cares about your satisfaction and is eager to help. With our ironclad guarantee, you can confidently take the leap and experience Free Sugar Pro without any risk. How can I secure my order now, given that stock is limited? It's simple. Click the button below, fill in your details so we can calculate the precise amount of each compound for your formula, then choose the number of bottles you want. You'll then be redirected to our secure checkout. There are just 3 steps to complete your purchase. Step 1, enter your name, email, and phone number to receive all tracking information for your order. Step 2, provide the delivery address. Step 3, enter your payment details. You can pay by credit card or PayPal. In less than 7 days, Free Sugar Pro will be delivered straight to your door. I'm confident you'll be amazed at how quickly Free Sugar Pro improves your type 2 diabetes and supports healthy glucose levels. Right now, all you need to do is secure your package. Remember, we only have enough raw materials for about 137 bottles. Once this stock runs out, we'll take this launch presentation offline and sell Free Sugar Pro at its original price. So, don't waste any time. This is the only way to avoid regretting missing this opportunity. Think about it. How many opportunities have you missed because you thought you could take advantage later? How many times did you expect a second chance that never came? How long will you keep missing the opportunities life offers you? The truth is, this is the easiest decision you'll ever make because there's absolutely no risk to you. Not making this decision today is the real risk. And do you know why? How long can you endure the roller coaster of type 2 diabetes? How long can you keep calculating every bite just to enjoy your favorite foods? How long will your fingers stay calloused from the endless needle pricks and glucose tests? How long will you live in constant anxiety about potential complications like blindness or severe illnesses if they haven't struck already? Like it or not, this video has opened your eyes. If you continue the same path, you'll keep getting the same results. I know you can choose to ignore the facts I've presented today. For instance, the studies proving that the true cause of your type 2 diabetes is the toxic buildup in your pancreas, which can be addressed with the precise amount of a specific ingredient. And you can ignore that this is the only product approved by the FDA with the sole purpose of freeing you from type 2 diabetes. Look, ignoring all this is an option, and if that's what you choose, it's fine. But I need to tell you something. The truth is, your body can't fight this toxic buildup in your pancreas on its own. In fact, if you do nothing, it will only get worse. And the one who will suffer isn't just you. Your family will have to take care of you and often rush you to the hospital. Every day you delay fighting this toxic buildup, the harder and more time-consuming it will be to tackle it later. How much longer will you keep yourself from living a normal life? Not that it's the end of the world. People don't die from type 2 diabetes itself, but from its major complications. The worst part is losing the simple pleasure of eating the food you love without worries. So, if you don't want to spend the next few years worrying about the complications of type 2 diabetes, please choose your Free Sugar Pro package right now below this video. You have nothing to lose and everything to gain. I know it's hard to invest in something when you've been told your whole life there's no solution. But you've spent your whole life hearing this. You deserve to invest in yourself and improve your quality of life. So don't hesitate. Choose what's best for you. I know you're intelligent and know the best decision to make right now. I sincerely hope that you do what's right for your health. Anyway, that's it. God bless you, take care, and see you soon.